We were raised with this idea that finding your purpose in life means being successful, having the best job and the highest rank, having lots of money, making change and changing the world. And that is your purpose. But for most of us, life doesn't go as planned and you don't get to the end result of your dream job or a high-paying salary or the end of the path of the road, and things happen. Life happens, or in my case, God happened. And God told me to pursue a specific path in life. And on my way there, he said, okay, you're done now. You're switching course and you're going this way now, which I thought was a complete opposite of where I was supposed to be heading. And I was obedient, and lots of turns and choices and jobs in between. I am now a stay-at-home mom, taking care of my children, being a homemaker, and I felt myself being in a space of, what is my purpose here? Did I just fail life? Even though I chose to be here, even though God put the desire in my heart, even though God confirmed and told me that this is the choice for this season of life, and even though some days it's the best thing in life, there are still moments where I found myself wondering, but what's my purpose? What is the purpose in this? How can I find the purpose in doing the mundane, in doing what the world sees as fun, privilege, and laziness? Oh, you must have so much fun being in your home all day, doing whatever you want. Oh, you must enjoy not having a job. How privileged you must be, how much money you must have, how much money your husband needs to have to get you to not work. Wow, you're so lucky. Wow, you can be at home all day with your children. You're so special. I would never do that. I would never want to do that. I'd grow so tired of being with my kids. Oh, I wouldn't dare clean my own house. You see, these are all comments that you hear around where I'm from. And in the beginning, I was quite surprised at how, like, I knew the stereotype. I knew what people thought. I knew that it would be a challenge to live a little bit differently than the norm. But it still kind of hits you by surprise when you're the one receiving comments, when you're the one getting all these things. And honestly, I knew that people would try and make me like a failure, feel like a failure. But I was ready for that battle. I was so ready for it. And I knew that being able to be with my children, which was ultimately what I desired, was such a win. It was such a win, a triumph. I finally did it. I finally could say, no more school, no more au pair, no more caregiver, no more babysitter. I can do it on my own. And that is exactly what I wanted. It was an answered prayer. It was a complete change in personality and in dreams. But it was beautiful and I was ready for that. But what kind of surprised me was how many people thought of this type of life that I'm living right now as what is the word? A punishment. It's either a gift to some, a lavish gift, and they have this idyllic idea that when you are a mom from home, that you sit and play all day long and you relax and you have fun, and that's all your day is. And other people have this idea of how horrible it must be to have no one cleaning your home after you on a daily or weekly basis, or to actually be with your children 24/7. Like, what a horror movie. And that is kind of shocking to me. How society grows to this mindset, because if I have to be completely candid with you, when I was a teenager, I was dreaming about having a husband and a family. But ultimately, I was dreaming about a dream job. The perfect corner office with see-through windows, walking in my professional outfits, hair in a bun, taking no nonsense, being smart, analyzing people, doing studies and creating breakthrough in the field. And that is what the purpose was. Your purpose was to do that job. And yes, I knew that ultimately my purpose is to serve God. But I was like, yes, I will serve God in that job, in that perfect job, with that perfect salary, with that perfect lifestyle, which if I daydream, I dream very realistically, and I think about the challenges that job is going to bring and the hardships. And I'm like, I can do that. Ooh, just imagine how cool it would be when I overcome that challenge. And in the back, it's like, yes, I can still serve God. Yes, I can still tell people about Christ. Yes, I can still, help someone with money, especially if I'm rich. And the purpose is academic-wise. The purpose is status. The purpose truly is financial wealth, and being known, being the best. It's all about you, like the me mindset. And going from that mindset of, I need to prove myself, I need to prove how good I am. And once I get there at the top, then I fulfilled my purpose. And after growing up a little bit, and God just working in me, because let me tell you, I did not dream of that job because it was my idea. I prayed about it. I prayed about what should I study? What should I work for? What should my focus be? Like, which direction am I going in? And God just gave me these answers. This is what you're going to study because this is the ultimate job that you're studying for. This is where you're going to study, not where you thought you would. So God just provided answers to me. So it was kind of a shock that God was like, yes, I told you to go there, but the plan was never for you to actually end up there. The plan was never actually for you to do the job. You just had to walk the journey to get to the job. And he completely changed everything and said, you're done. You're done, like, what's the word? Chasing. You're done chasing and working for this accomplishments. You are going to switch gears and you're going to go the whole opposite way that you never wanted to go. And at first I was like, fine. Now I'm a failure. Now I'm just average, you know? Really feel like I let myself down. What are people going to think if I don't have the success story? But he changed my heart. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm not really mentioning that happened in between. But the end of the result is I am a stay-at-home mom. And I love it. And God really put the desire in my heart to be a stay-at-home mom. And he really changed my life in a way that I am where I am. And everything I studied and worked for was not for nothing, because it all has an impact on who I am, on the road of my life, the lessons you learn, the knowledge you have, the skills you have. Like, it's all part of one big picture that we cannot see. But yet still, even though I'm like, okay, exactly where I want to be now, and I've been here for a while, and some days can still feel, when you're lost in all the same rhythms. Because I know you, my subscribers, are not all stay-at-home moms. I've got a lot of dads in here. I got a lot of husbands and wives in here. I got a lot of working people in here. I don't want to exclude you in my message to you today, because it's not about what you do. That's my whole point. It's not about your job. It's not about, for me, the cleaning up of the messes and the cooking and the gardening and the feeling like the lust is like the struggle between, am I running my lust or is my lust running me, and growing through that and learning parenting things and learning new information as the veil between dimensions are thinning, you know? And it's all sometimes gonna lead you to a moment where you go, but what's the point? What is my purpose? And then if you are a believer, you'll always have that little voice behind in your head telling you your purpose is to serve God. You are here to serve. You are here to spread the gospel. You are here to love others, to tell them about Jesus, to be the light. And yet still you're going to say, but is that all? Is that all that I'm supposed to, like, isn't that everyone's purpose? Don't I have like a special purpose just for me? And if you have ever asked that question, this message is for you. So Some days you will feel lost. But purpose is not one end goal. It's not one final salute. It's not one ultimate accomplishment. We've been told that. We've been, somehow taken on that a purpose is a one thing in life where you can have a trophy or a photo or a moment. But that is not what purpose is. Purpose is in the everyday, moving forward, the impact you have in every single moment. When I say this, how many generations am I impacting by changing someone's life through one single word, or by teaching someone a lesson that's going to help their great-great-great-grandchildren get something done one day? And I don't even know that. You're not going to know the impact, but the impact of my words can change generations. One thing that I do can have an impact into someone's life. And to be really dramatic here, it can either end someone's life or start someone's life. What if you see someone in the shop who's really negative and depressed? You give them one smile, you maybe say one word, and they say, oh wow, someone did notice me, someone saw me, and it changes their entire life. Or what if you just stare at them bluntly and look away with an eye roll, or honestly just no emotion, and they're like, oh, I really am invisible, I really am worthless, and it ends their life. And yes, that's an extremely dramatic example, but I want you to hear that if you've asked the question, what's the point? What is my purpose? God, why am I doing this? I want to tell you, purpose is not a final job, a beautiful success story. It's small moments that build up, small paintbrush strokes that fill up the canvas. And the only one who can see how it all blends together is God. You can ask Him to reveal some things to you. You can ask Him, God, please show me what is the point here. Please give me wisdom. Please motivate me. Please lift me up. Please help me see how I can do this as worship unto you. How can I take this thing that I hate or that feels like a drag or a failure, and how are you using it to build your kingdom, God? Show me what is the worth and the value here? What is the purpose? And God will show you what you need to see. Sometimes you're going to have to wait for it. Sometimes you have to push through the trial, because trials is what grows you, what leads you to righteousness, what teaches you things and strengthens you. The only way you're going to learn selflessness is to feel pain when you are feeling selfish and it ain't working. The only way you're going to learn patience is by being put in a moment where you're going to lose your mind and to see, what are you going to do with this? how are you going to grow in this? The only way you're going to learn compassion and helplessness and love and kindness is by being put in a situation where you need to show that to probably a stranger or someone that you don't like at first glance, or your children at home. You see, in order for God to grow us into Christ-like people, into the Holy Spirit delivering, growing His fruit in us, we're going to have to be put through the pressure in order for the potter's hands to form us into a beautiful vessel and a pot, to mold us, to shape us, to create beauty within, and to use us for His purpose. Sometimes things are going to be hard, and it's going to be difficult to understand why. And sometimes you just don't get it, and you feel like it's just all for nothing, or it's going nowhere, or there's no impact. Like, I'm just living through life and doing nothing. But every single moment, every single choice you make, even what you say and think about yourself and about what you do, is leaving an impact. So basically, my message to you is, purpose is not what the world made you believe it is. Your purpose is every single action, every single word that is impacting generations without you even knowing it, because you chose to live out the King's purpose. You chose to be obedient, to serve, and to follow in His footsteps where He leads you. And the purpose that you'll see when you look back is going to make you smile. You will see, when you look back, you will see answered prayers, beautiful growth. You will see protection from pain. You will see one day how what you went through, what you did, or what you said in a little small moment that seemed quite insignificant, how it changed someone's entire future. Every moment you choose to do something in your home, your children see it. They're learning from it, and it's shaping them. Every linen that you have to put away, every clove piece that you have to put away in the closet, do it with thankfulness, because there's purpose in everything. Nothing is for nothing. Everything you do has purpose. And sometimes God will show you that purpose clearly, and you will feel worth something. And sometimes you're going to be put in a place where you're going to walk through a place where you feel like there's no purpose. And I want to remind you that if you are in that place where you feel like there's no purpose, nothing is for nothing. Every thought is shaping and forming something. Every word is building or breaking down. And every action has an echo, has a ripple effect. Your purpose is in Him. And your purpose is not one moment in life. It's all the moments together, all the losses together, all the wins together. It all forms one bigger purpose into another bigger purpose. You might be in a moment right now where you feel like, nothing's going on. That's not worth it. I'm not being successful. To the outside world, it must look like I'm failing or I'm just stagnant in life. But as long as you are walking where He is leading you, you are fulfilling your purpose. And I truly, truly pray that if you are watching this and listening to this, and if this is what is going through your mind, I pray that He will show you. That He will show you and ignite you again. That you are doing everything for a purpose. And where you are right now is your purpose. Maybe you're in the wrong place. And you're supposed to move. And He will show you that if you ask. Maybe you're exactly where He wants you to be. Maybe because this is where He wants you to have an influence every single day. Or because He's leading you to something else in the future, and this is the growing path where you're learning the skills that you need. Whatever the answer is, I want you to know as long as you walk with Him, you are fulfilling your purpose. And if you feel like you're losing your confidence and you're losing your joy, then go cry at His feet. He is your Father. He is your helper. He's your provider. He gives you peace. He carries you through. So go cry at His feet and say, God, I've lost this. Help me find it. Give it to me again. Pull me in so that you can show me what joy looks like again. Build up my confidence again, Lord. But do it the right way. Do it your way, not the world's way. So, may you find your purpose every day and every season of life as it changes. And thanks for growing with us. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, fam.